Good morning. It's today again. Welcome back to Joseph's Reserves. I'm Joseph, and I store 20% of my income in the form of coins and precious metals. If you're like me and you have a habit that you have to do every day, otherwise you completely stop doing it, well, it's today again, so you better get on it. I heard that recently, and I really like it. I really like it a lot. I might have to start saying that more often. It's today again, guys. Let's get to it. So today is actually Friday, which means I purchased some silver yesterday. I get paid once a week on Thursdays, and I dollar cost average 20% of my income into precious metals. So we're going to take a look at what I got today, which means I could finally clean up all this gold that I've been talking about this past week. So I am going to put all of this away. I'm going to keep out this little stack of 1/10 ounce and quarter ounce coins so we could take a look at those as they build up over the years. And I actually just inherited this box. Actually, it's this watch and knife, but I really like the box. The watch and knife, they're gold plated, so we'll just take this right out of here. Wow, look at this nice clean box. I wonder if all my gold can fit in here. Wow, that fit a lot nicer than I thought. Well, let's go ahead and get right into the video today. While I organize these 10th ounce and quarter ounce coins here in a display, I want to give a quick shout out to Don't Ask. Don't Ask was the first one to comment on my video yesterday, and he has his own channel. He's doing some awesome stuff over there. He's been collecting a quarter ounce gold every month for at least this past year. So definitely go check out his channel. He is super close to 1,000 subs, which is a huge milestone in YouTube. So let's see if we can get him there, guys. And these coins keep falling over. So I'm just going to collect them all up, toss them into here so we can move on. And actually, that does kind of look nice. Okay, finally on to my purchase from yesterday. That is this little baggie right here. So while I dump these out and organize them, let's go ahead and see what's going on with precious metals at this exact moment. Silver is $57.96, which is about $1 up from when I purchased this. And gold is right around $4,220. So everything is continuing to go up, guys. If you're not buying now, you're going to regret in the future when it's even higher. And since I do have a little bit of platinum now, platinum is also $1,666, which is a little bit up from yesterday. But honestly, platinum is going to be going up quite quickly here soon as we start using it more industrially. Of course, that's all just what I think. I have no crystal ball, and I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, just for entertainment purposes. Really, I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. But just because I'm doing it does not mean it is the smartest thing to do. Honestly, it probably means it's not the smartest thing to do, but this is what I like to do. Anyway, enough disclaimer. Let's get right into these precious metals. So here I have my receipt from yesterday's transaction. I had to fold it up to keep my personal information out and also mark it all up so I know exactly what I spent. Here at the bottom, I have my dollar cost averages, and I wrote every single rate that I paid. So this American Silver Eagle, I paid 10 cents under spot. The generics, I paid all 50 cents under spot. And the junk ended up at 38 times face, almost 39, which was about 225 under spot. So I got all of this under spot, which is actually quite amazing. Let's take a look. This Silver Eagle is actually a 2008 W West Point minted burnished Silver Eagle. So this American eagle was actually misidentified as a tarnished eagle because it has that matte finish. While there is a little bit of tarnishing on the rims, this is a burnished eagle. I'll show quickly what a regular eagle looks like next to this so you can get an idea of how different they look. Especially in person, they look significantly even more different. So these eagles, I'm actually starting to work on my non-uncirculated eagles. So that would be the proofs, the reverse proof, and the burnished. So these eagles, as soon as they are separated from this box that they come in and the certificate of authenticity, they are treated as regular eagles. You can even see this set. This is a 2006, the first burnished eagle. In this set, the proof actually does have some toning on it. So again, those would be treated as regular eagles. The premium is completely lost when you lose any bit of the set and or if there's any tarnishing on these sets. So I am buying these coins that are orphaned away from their paperwork or boxes, and I'm buying them as regular eagles. In the case of this one, it was just under spot because it was somewhat mislabeled as a tarnished eagle, as you can see per my receipt. So here I have this burnished eagle and this 2024 uncirculated. So in the uncirculated coins, you can see that they're actually a little bit more reflective than the burnished look. So that is going to be a key when you're looking for these ones specifically. Another thing to note is that on the 2008 coin, they actually changed the font on the back. So there is a reverse of 2007 and a reverse of 2008. This is the reverse of 2008, which is a lot more common. So I didn't score that great, but this was a really good pickup. Next, we have some generic silver. This is the World of Dragon series. These are made by the Golden State Mint, and there are 6 different designs to collect. This is the Welsh Dragon, so who knows, I might end up with all 6 of these coins. I do really enjoy dragons, as you could see with my tattoo, but I also just believe that dragons and precious metals go together in a way that is unmatched with any other animal. I picked up another dragon. This is a half-ounce lunar year or zodiac sign year of the dragon coin from Australia. This is the 2012 design, so I believe that is Series 2. Right now we're on Series 3 with the 2024 year of the dragon. But these are all of my dragon coins. Well, some of them, honestly. Let's see, I got some more here. And I'll probably go through this whole series another time. Let's see, there's the other half-ounce year of the dragon. I'm not sure why I have these in half-ounce, but I do like them. And I actually have a few more of these Chinese zodiac year design coins in the half-ounce size. So again, not sure why I decided to go half-ounce, but I do really like how these look. Half-ounce is a really good size. It fits in the hand nicely. So who knows, I might try to put together a full date run on that. I also have this 5-ounce 2024 year of the dragon. I just love how these 5-ounce coins feel. They're so massive, but not overly big. And I guess while I'm kind of showing off my dragons, we'll see these Canadian high relief dragons that I have in the back right here. I believe this is a date run. You can see the dragon here. The design on these dragons don't change year after year. They just change the date on them. So they're almost like their own coin, kind of like a Canadian maple, except it's a Canadian dragon. So let's see, 2020, 2017, 2019, I think that's 2018 right there. Yep, so I have the date run from 17 to 2020. I could find online that the series started in 2017, but I'm not sure if they continued after 2020, so I'll keep my eyes open for a 2021 or anything newer. I also did get this 24 grains of silver, which 480 grains is exactly 1 troy ounce. So this card contains a 20th of an ounce of silver. I bought it just as generic silver for the standard generic rate. So it's kind of cool. I like that it's a 20th of an ounce and technically divisible into the grains. This right here only has about $3 worth of silver, but it's pretty cool. In addition to that, on the generic side, I also got these 1/10 ounce generics. I do have a little bit of a soft spot for the wheat cent. I have quite a collection of them, which I'll probably end up going over in the future. And I picked up another one of these 1/10 ounce silver mercury dimes. I just love seeing the designs of the old coinage on pure silver or pure gold. I do have the 1/10 ounce gold mercury dime, so this is kind of a comparison coin. And of course, the Walking Liberty design. Actually, my kids call these little 1/10 ounce ones baby walkers. Let's see if we can start that on YouTube, these baby walkers. Anyway, 3 1/10 ounce coins. I have this bag of fractional silver I'll probably end up having to count at some point. But we're just going to throw them in there today. Ready? Whee! Okay, so we'll set this aside and continue looking at what I picked up yesterday. So for this, I was actually inspired by Thousandaire Radio and Sulfured Hordian. Thousandaire Radio picks up 1 silver dollar every week, and Sulfured Hordian picks up a silver crown every week. I wanted to do something similar, and I actually chose to pick up a silver dollar of face value every week, rotating between dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars. So this was the first week of the month. I went through and picked up 10 mercury dimes, and I'm just going to quickly go through and check to see if any of them upgrade any of these that I have in my book here. And while I do that, I'm going to quickly talk through some 90% silver math. So these dimes were originally 90% silver of 2.5 grams, which means that a dollar of face value would weigh 25 grams. However, remember they are 90% silver, so that would be 22.5 grams of pure silver, or 0.7233 ounces per dollar face value. And if you've been looking online, you'll go, wait a second, I remember that $1 face value is 0.715 ounces. And that is actually something that is used as an industry standard to account for some wear. These coins did circulate, which means that there is a little bit of wear on a lot of the examples. So while these coins were originally minted to be 2.5 grams, that 0.715 is actually rounded down to 2.468 grams, or per dollar face, it'd be 24.68 grams. And that number is very, very specific for a reason. If we take that 24.68 grams, we figure out exactly how much silver is in it, and then we divide by the $1 to find out what the face value of a 1 ounce in 90% silver is, we end up with $1.40. And that is how we find out that $1.40 in face value is 1 troy ounce. It actually has to do with a very specific amount of wear that is on most of these coins. So if you find some in good condition that weigh more than that 24.68, it's literally just 2468, super easy number to remember. If you find one that weighs more than that and you are being charged by the face value, you will actually be getting more silver than what you're paying for. So, yes, I definitely did weigh all of these dimes. However, the shop that I go to charges by weight. So they actually weighed the 10 coins that I bought, the rate that day for the actual silver that I was buying. That means in this shop, there is no slick tax. If I was to find a mercury dime that weighed 2 grams because it was so worn, I would have paid for 2 grams of 90% silver. So I really prefer this way of doing it rather than bulking it into a face value. Since silver is supposed to be a commodity that is traded by weight, we should definitely be paying by the gram for 90% silver rather than by the face value. And really, the math is not that challenging. All you really need to know is the conversion from grams to troy ounces, and that these are 90% silver, which any stacker should know. 1 troy ounce is 31.103 grams, and of course, you should definitely know the purity of the silver that you are interacting with on a regular basis. Anyway, moving on, speaking of grams, this is 1 gram of platinum that I also picked up yesterday. I was actually super excited about this purchase specifically because it was over and above my 20%. But the way that I was able to do this was that a while back, I actually decided to start dollar cost averaging about $20 into cryptocurrencies. And I set it up so that it automatically pulls these $20 from each of my paychecks, and I totally forgot about it. So because this was happening, I actually found out yesterday. I decided to take a look at it. I profited about $70 in this Bitcoin that I totally forgot about. Well, I saw this 1 gram of platinum at the shop, and I just decided to liquidate that cryptocurrency profits and purchase this 1 gram of platinum. Say what you will about cryptocurrencies, but I'm not putting much money into it. This is just kind of an extra thing to see how it goes after I forget about it. And I ended up turning some of that into platinum. So now I have 8.11 grams of platinum, and I'll probably be adding up all the dollar cost average of that since it's easy enough that I can look up all those receipts. So this is my silver purchase for this week. Before I forget, make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video, like it if you liked it. Definitely share your opinions in the comments. Send out this video to anyone you think might like it. It really does help the channel a whole lot when y'all are hitting all the buttons for me. So I really, really do appreciate it. And I actually almost forgot to share my last point. This is the dollar cost average over the entire purchase. It's $56.11 per ounce, and spot was $56.90. So I did end up with everything under spot. And since the metals are already up since this purchase, it's almost like I got it even lower under spot. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the platinum receipt. So here we can see platinum spot was just shy of $16.50. I did buy it for 18% over spot, but honestly, for 1 gram of platinum, that is a fantastic discount. Online, those are selling for near $100 per gram. Anyway, that's it for today, so I'll leave you with this. Just remember, every ounce adds up, so no matter how small, just keep stacking.